boys and girls, how are you today? Well, today in social studies, we are going to be reading a story. The story that we're going to read is entitled The Armadillo from Amarillo, written and illustrated by Lynn Cherry. This book right here is very important because we're going to be doing different activities with this book. We're going to be doing cause and effect, and we're also going to be doing math skills. I want you to pay attention to this story because you're going to be looking for and being asked for to come up with cause and effect relationships within this story. Also, we're going to be having opportunities where you're going to put your math skills to the test. Are you ready? Let's get started. The Armadillo from Amarillo. An armadillo from Texas wondered, "Where in the world am I? What's out beyond these tangled woods? What's out beyond the sky?" So Armadillo packed up his things and left his home behind. He headed off on a northeast course to seek what he could find. He traveled to the nearby city of San Antonio, and from the top of the highest tower, he saw where he might go. But Armadillo still wondered, where in the world am I? What's out beyond the prairie grass? What's out beyond the sky? He followed the river past twisted oats, through ancient juniper trees, shared by warblers and vireos and California chickadees. The landscape changed dramatically. Through woodland, towns, and plains, Armadillo explored canyons and walked through heavy rains. He walked for weeks and came to Austin, continued west and north, to Abilene and Lubbock. He hiked and sallied forth. Armadillo often along the way climbed up to higher ground. He scurried up the canyon walls and stopped to look around. How different were the plains above. Flowers went on for miles. Armadillo decided to settle down and stay there for a while. But Armadillo still wondered, where in the world am I? Perhaps I'd have a better idea if I could somehow fly. One day he asked the golden eagle as she came breezing by, "What can I do for a bird's eye view from up in the big blue sky?" "Hop on my back," said the eagle. "I'll fly you wide and far, and then you'll see eventually where in the world we are." Upward and upward the eagle flew, Armadillo head on tight. With my tail tip curled, I explore the world from morning until night. Armadillo looked down below and asked, "Where in the world are we?" "We're over a prairie, and in the distance, that's Amarillo, you see. We've flown over the prairie, we've flown over a town. Amarillo means yellow, my dear little fellow, and the prairie's all yellow and brown." "I see Amarillo," said Armadillo. "Could we see all Texas, though? And if we fly higher up into the sky, could we see New Mexico? Or if we fly higher up into the sky, could we see the entire earth?" "Well, certainly, surely, if you hold on securely, we'll try," cried the eagle with mirth. "Amarillo's a city?" asked Armadillo. To this the eagle replied, "Yes, Amarillo's a city in Texas, the state where we reside. And Texas is in the United States, our country wide and dear, on the North American continent, which is on the earth a sphere. This sphere is called a planet. Of 9 we are just one, and as we converse in the universe, these planets turn round the sun." Armadillo held tightly to Eagle's neck, afraid of a long fall. From over his shoulder, with the air getting colder, this is what he saw. They flew so high up into the sky that Texas they saw below, the part they called the Panhandle and the state of New Mexico. "With my tail tipped curled, I'll explore the world," Armadillo said to his friend. Through the clouds they twirled, in the wind they whirled, and up they were hurled again. And when they looked up, they could see into space. They'd flown up into thin air. It's hard to breathe here. I'd like to leave here. Eagle, homeward, let's repair. We're very high now, said Eagle, on the edge of air and space. The atmosphere's ending, we should be descending, but what a remarkable place. There must be a way to fly up higher up, bringing some aboard. Perhaps we should travel to Cape Canaveral, Eagle said as she soared. As they spoke of Cape Canaveral, the rocket launching place, a shuttle took off with a roar of fire and headed out toward space. Eagle had a brilliant thought and whistled a happy tune. Let's hitch a trip on this rocket ship and fly up to the moon. With a burst of speed, the Eagle flew in the path of the rocket ship. It took her and Armadillo aboard and continued on its trip. The higher they flew, the farther they saw Louisiana and Arkansas. And there were some other countries below. They could see Cuba and Mexico. The spaceship then zoomed so high up that Armadillo could not tell where a country began or ended or where its borders fell. The earth was now so far away, so very, very far. I'm wondering, said Armadillo, where in the world we are. We're out of this world, said the Eagle to the Armadillo, her friend. 10 miles from Earth starts the universe right at the atmosphere's end. From space, the Earth was a big round ball with swirling clouds of white against a deep blue background like the blue-black sky at night. Planets shone around them, reflecting star-like light. In that silent room, floating in the dark, they traveled through the night. Before them was Earth's silver moon, a white and glowing sphere. They hovered there, floating in thin air over craters with no fear. And as they watched in wonder, the earth rose on the horizon. They sat and gazed at their far-off home, watched Earth set and Earth arising. Armadillo said, I'm homesick. Hey, Eagle, let's go back. Let's go back down to our yellow town, away from this blue and this black. The rocket began a downward arc. They flew over land and sea. The adventurous pair flew through the air to their home by the yellow prairie. He'd wondered where the world he was, and now Armadillo knew. He said, I know where in the scheme of things I am, Eagle, thanks to you. I now live near Amarillo, a city that's rather small, which is in the state of Texas, one of 50 states in all. In the United States of America, the country of my birth, on the North American continent, in the world on planet Earth. In all, there are 9 planets, and Earth is only one. And as we converse in the universe, 8 planets besides this one, warmly, hotly, coldly, coolly, revolve around the sun. And that is the end of our story. Now, before I close, I want to tell you something very special about this story. Our author, Lynn Cherry, she decided that she was going to write this book in tribute to Dr. Seuss. And so this was a big tribute to him. And we say thank you to Dr. Seuss for everything that we do. All right, I hope you enjoyed this story. I enjoyed reading to you, and I will see you soon. Bye.